An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. Third down. Shotgun now for Brissett. Wow, it's free again! Panthers pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Now this offense ready to head back out. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He brings it in. He has the Carolina touchdown. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense getting set to work here. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds him on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 36. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Here's Brissett to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The Panthers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. They're out and set, 1st and 10. We'll give right side to Henry. He breaks a tackle. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Stiff arm success. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Space on the right, he's got room. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers are running them out of the building. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Another score for him this game. He saw that running lane pretty early, you could tell. A quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once he touched the second level.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Their offense running back out now. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Brissett to throw. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 19-yard line.
What's that? Are you kidding me?
Trying again, following the set. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Chased out to his right, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Punt team on the field. And they could really use a good one here. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Ball taken in at the 36. And no offense needed as they take the return all the way back for the touchdown. Brock, safe to say that should probably be the last punt he fields this game. They're better off going for the sideline rather than giving him another chance to return it.
Sometimes, Kate, you just don't learn your lesson the first time. Sometimes you got to touch the hot stove a second time. Before you learn, you'll get burned.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now outruns their offense to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
19. Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing now, Brissett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
On the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. And believe it or not, Brock, that's a new NFL record as he gets his 17th punt away. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. He picks up 16 on the good return. And it's going to be Panthers football. Here comes their offense out again. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Escapes a defender. Breaks through, and he might break away. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Panthers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. And he is all smiles down there. He's got his 2nd rushing score of this game, and they've got an even bigger lead in this second half.
Well, we know it because we call these games week to week, Kate. Almost every single one of them seems to be a one-possession nail-biter. To build this kind of cushion and to do it with the strength of his legs, yeah, they're worthy of those smiles down there.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
19, set, go.
Back to throw. Here's Brissett. He's got it over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
19, set,
From the 32. Wow, it's free again! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
19, set, go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Setting up the running back screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
He's got it. Juke the defender. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Found his way through most of the kicking team. He picked up 25 on that return. And they're going to take over possession. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they bring him down around the 34. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running once more with Henry. Room to run inside the 20. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They'll run here with Henry. Oh, and he barrels across for the touchdown. The Panthers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Another one on the ground for him. Well, you love to see it. Some tough running, kept him moving there, and gave him a chance to reach the end zone.
There's a few things that separate the good running backs from the great running backs, and it was on display right there. Your ability to shed tackles and run through contact. Sometimes that's the difference, and that's what translates to touchdowns.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Another drive coming up for this offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They've got 1st down from the 31. Brissett to throw it. Wow, it's free again! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. Runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers are running them out of the building. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. The Patriots running their offense out there. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
19, okay. Go.
Brissett looking to throw. Wow, it's free again! Panthers pick this one up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Panthers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, you kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Tucker adds the PAT, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now it's Brissett. Cut by Gibson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. If you don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
From the 33 on 2nd down. This one taken in by Baker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On 1st down, it's Brissett. Wow, it's free again! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
At their own 43-yard line.
Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
3rd and long for him here. Wow, it's free again! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. The Panthers set to take the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. By a man, and now he's in the clear. Is in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Another score for him this game. They went to the ground game, Brock, and you could tell he just made up his mind. He
Yep.
was not going to be denied short of that goal line.
Isn't this just the essence of football that's been around forever? I know through the decades we've seen the run and shoot, the air raid, the West Coast system. But, baby, this is all about the line of scrimmage. Overpower that man in front of you and force your will upon him, pushing that ball into the end zone.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group.
Wow, it's free again! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers are running them out of the building. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Another score for him this game. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The New England offense running out now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, so often we hear of a pass and catch downfield taking timing and anticipation. Well, the screen is actually something that takes a lot of practice reps. There are so many moving parts, from the lineman to the running back to the timing with the quarterback. That's well done.
Wow, it's free again! Oh, he gets it back! Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
The Panther offense headed out to the field. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Another run for Henry. Another big rip for him. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I'll be the one to say it, Kate. He gets up to that second level, 15, 20 yards. We're rooting for him to take it to the distance. It's hard to do. It's tough to make a gain like this happen in the NFL, but as you saw, still even tougher to take it to the house.
First down, and they go back to Henry. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Play fake, Jackson. He's got Andrews. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Now Jackson off the play action. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown, Carolina. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Tucker adds the PAT, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brissett. Wow, it's free again! Panthers pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
Back out runs their offense. And I get the feeling, Brock, an already substantial lead is about to grow yet again as they take over here with 1st and goal. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Now a run with Henry. Has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Another score for him this game. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots offense all set to go. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Now Brissett's on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the air yet again, Brissett. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. This offense ready to get going again now. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Brissett back to the air after the pick. That's taken in by Bell. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 27. Bell on the catch. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd down from the gun. Wow, it's free again. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they'll advance it no further. They belt him as he tries bringing that fumble forward. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. He has it at the 13. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he houses it on the return all the way back for a touchdown. Well, he is one of those players, Brock. We've seen teams sometimes kick away from him, and it's because of his ability to turn any punt return into 6.
Some of these elite returners, Kate, they just have a vision that's different. They can see things happening before the rest of us, and then you've got to have that elite explosiveness as well to go punch it in for 6.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Starting from the 5. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you. Every single pitch, the ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to...
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Panthers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Another one on the ground for him. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group. All 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Tucker adds the PAT, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense getting set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Brissett with it on first. Rolling left behind. Wow, it's free again! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Wow, it's free again! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Punting unit out now. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got this at the 27. Jukes out a one-stop. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Panthers are running them out of the building. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. They have him back there, Brock, because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And in my opinion, partner, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
I'm with you because it is so hard. I mean, it takes instincts, it takes intangibles, it takes greatness. And I think of Dante Hall and Devin Hester and those guys that made it look easy at times, and it is not easy, especially the house one.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker sets to kick off.
So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Brissett. That finds Gibson, complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
From the shotgun, Brissett. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Wow, it's free again! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fields this clean at the 30. Jukes one defender. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be their football. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
If we could slide into that defensive huddle, it's natural to be thinking with those defenders, what have we got to do to bring this dude down? Multiple broken tackles on his way to a sizable gain, and he's going to be running with a lot more confidence after that toe.
Brushes him off with ease. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Completes this one to Chase. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Panthers are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.